Hello everybody, my name is James Nicol and I'm the author of the Apprentice Switch book series, and this is my July video newsletter. So I do hope you've all been keeping well since I was last in touch. I've had quite a busy month actually. Just last week I did an event for the ladies at Selby Swans Women's Institute. We had huge fun. I spent the evening chatting about books and being an author, and it was really wonderful. So thank you to them for making me so welcome. I also recently did an interview for Cambridge 105 FM on Lee Chambers' bookmark programme, and that's actually now available as a podcast. So I'll pop a link below if you'd like to listen to that. And I've also recorded another interview for another podcast. This one is the pre-published podcast with Dr. Sophia Bennett, who is a fellow Chicken House author. And she's done this wonderful series of interviews with various different authors and writers, all about what it's like being before you're a published author and how you get to being a published author. So it was a real honour to be part of that. That podcast won't be available until later on in the year, probably October or autumn time. So do keep your eyes peeled for that. But I'll pop a link again in the comments below to Sophia's podcast so that you can catch up with the other fantastic interviews that she's done. Thanks again to Lee and Sophia for inviting me to be part of their podcasts, and again to the ladies at Selby Swans WI for making me so welcome. If you'd like to get in touch for an interview or to invite me to come and talk to a group, then do have a look on my website. All my contact information is on there, and I'd be delighted to hear from you. I've also just agreed to become a patron of reading for Howden Junior School in Howden in East Yorkshire, which is a really local school for me now. So I'm really delighted to be working with the head teacher and with all of the staff and the pupils come September on Reading for Pleasure. They're doing a lot there. They're relaunching their library and they're doing a lot of different work on how to increase reading for pleasure in the school. So I'm really proud to be their patron of reading and to help them towards that goal. So a big hello to everybody at Howden Junior School, and I look forward to seeing you all very soon. Now, of course, I am also a patron of reading for a school in Lincolnshire, Boston Pioneers, and Mrs. Evans, who's the teacher who's looked after me during my time there as patron of reading, is retiring this summer, and I won't get a chance to see her and visit the school before the summer holidays, which I like to try and do. So this is just my big thanks to Mrs. Evans for everything she's done to look after me as patron of reading and to encourage the patron of reading scheme there, and to wish her a very happy retirement with all that lovely time to read books and lots of lovely holidays, which I know you're looking forward to. Thanks, Mrs. Evans. You're a superstar. I've been enjoying some wonderful books again this month, and the first one I'm going to recommend to you is this. It's Asher and the Spirit Bird by Jasbinder Bilan. And I'm a little bit late to this book, really, because it's been around since last year. It was published last year, and it's just a wonderful book. And it's won the Costa Children's Novel Award this year, and been shortlisted and longlisted for numerous fantastic prizes, including the Jalak Prize and the Waterstones Children's Book Prize as well. So really, worth a read. Asha lives in the foothills of the Himalayas. Money is tight and she misses her papa, who works in the city. When he suddenly stops sending his wages, a ruthless moneylender ransacks their home and her mother talks of leaving. From her den in the mango tree, Asha makes a pact with her best friend Jeevan to find her father and make things right. But the journey is dangerous. They must cross the world's highest mountains and face hunger, tiredness, even snow leopards. And yet Asha has the unshakable sense that the spirit bird of her grandmother, her Nanny G, will be watching over her. And I, for one, thought it was just beautiful. It's a wonderful story of friendship and bravery and just doing the right thing. It really brought to mind for me the children's film Moana, because of this the wonderful spirit bird that the main character thinks is her grandmother's spirit returned to help them out. And it completely, totally transports you to another place. It's rich with descriptions. You can feel the cold as they journey through the mountains, and the fear as they encounter snow leopards and all manner of bad people who are trying to stop them on their quest. I highly, highly recommend it. And Jasbinder's second book is coming out later this year, so do keep an eye out for that as well. Asher and the Spirit Bird is published by Chicken House Books and it's available now. My second book for this month is the fantastic Tales from the Inner City by Sean Tan. And again, this is another prize winner. It's been a month of prize winners for me. This just recently won the Kate Greenaway Medal, and deservedly so. It's quite a unique book. It's kind of like a picture book for older children, and it's a collection of short stories and beautiful, beautiful paintings that kind of look at our relationship, human relationships with cities, and also with the animals that coexist inside those cities with us, but told in a kind of otherworldly type way, where fish swim in the sky and giant snails live on bridges. It's just the most wonderfully quirky, bizarre book. I've been a huge Sean Tan fan since I read The Rabbits many years ago, and I'm a huge, huge fan of his book The Arrival as well, both also worth looking out for too. The pictures are quite haunting. It will make you ask lots of questions, and I think be really good for reading in schools and discussing to kind of explore the natural world as well. But I think it's just a brilliant, brilliant book, and it's one that I'm going to go back to time and time again, I'm absolutely sure. Tales from the Inner City is a powerful reflection on the nature of existence and the urban relationship we have with the animals within our human world. From the dog to the crocodile, from the tiger to the frog, world-renowned artist Sean Tan explores the perennial love and destruction we feel and inflict on our fellow creatures. Through 25 exquisitely illustrated stories, he shows how animals can save us and how we are entwined for better or for worse. Each surreal story is illuminated by Sean's astonishing paintings and bears all of his trademark wit and poignancy as he shines a light on this most fundamental of relationships. Tales from the Inner City by Sean Tan is published by Walker Studio and it's available now. From the 25th of July, I'm going to be running a live session on Instagram once a week. It's called The Apprentice Witch and Friends, and will feature some of the people who've been really important in bringing the Apprentice Witch books to life, and also some of my lovely writer friends as well. The first guest on the 25th of July at 5 o'clock in the afternoon is the fantastic Elizabeth Nolden, and many of you will know Elizabeth is the reader of the Apprentice Witch audiobooks. She's an actress and professional audiobook reader. She lives in Los Angeles, and I'm really excited that she's going to be my first guest. We're going to be chatting about audiobooks, how she approaches recording audiobooks, what she thought of The Apprentice Witch and how she became attached to that project, and asking each other lots of questions that we've not had the chance to before. And we'll also be taking questions from you as well. Later through the summer, I've got some other wonderful guests joining me as well, including my fantastic editor, Kezia Lupo, and one of my very, very wonderful writer friends, Vashti Hardy, who this year won the Blue Peter Book Prize with her fantastic book Wild Spark, and lots of other fantastic writer friends too. So do keep an eye out for those sessions. They're all going to be on live Instagram, but all of the details will be on my website and on social media too. Thank you again for joining me. If you would like to keep up to date with all of my news, then do subscribe to my newsletter. Just head over to my website, www.jamesnicolbooks.com, and you can sign up to the newsletter there. You can also find all of my social media links as well, to Twitter, Instagram and Facebook, where I'm often hanging around, so come and say hello and give me a like. And also you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just follow the links below here. Thanks everybody, and see you all again very soon. Happy reading!